Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the FX Market Insight for Monday, the 25th of November. All right, now coming through the close of trade on Friday, we do have a little bit of US dollar positive sentiment. Just give you a quick look here at the dollar index. You can see it was sort of probing the downside most of last week, and it's managed to get its head above that short-term resistance line. So you know what? There's a chance for a bit of a run for the dollar to the top side. And hopefully we'll see that against most of the major pairs. And to me, it really sets up a good opportunity here. Euro really hasn't come into play just yet. It is drifting lower, but if I just bring across the time frame here, I like to look at this. I like the fact that the Euro sentiment is pretty crap. We've got a pretty good support trend line here at 110.10. So a break under that, we should see it slide down towards 109. The figure. Now that's going to be obviously come about with some of the weak Eurozone data, but more probably likely stronger US data. We've got a few numbers out this week, and I'll come to that in a second. But just having a look at the other pairs here across the board. The Aussie, well, drifting, but no real sentiment. You can see the Kiwi just drifting straight through that short-term support line. Dollar yen still sitting within that current range. So the big driver to me was sterling just drifting to the downside. Labor coming back with a few extra points on the polls, and that sort of leaves a bit of downward pressure on euro there as well. And if anything, dollar CAD did break to the top side. We came back and tested the support trend line. A few little false breaks on the downside, but it too looks like a bit of dollar strength could come this way. We need to keep an eye on the oil. Now, just having a look at this, right? So let me just bring you back to the MyFX Trading Hub. One of the key things that, as you get into the analysis now, focusing on the pairs and what's driving them, obviously sterling and Brexit is a very key event, right? It's on the airwaves. I know we're all sick to death of it, but now it's time to start focusing on those election polls. As we get closer to December 12, this is going to be pretty prevalent. So I'm just looking at the BBC one here. There's a few more probably up-to-date ones. But just keep an eye on this. If there's any sort of significant changes, and I'll just change that between the Labor Party and the Conservatives, you will see the sterling move. Excuse me. So Conservatives, if they start to go up, you'll see sterling rally. If the Labor Party goes up, you'll see sterling fall. That's the general way of it at this point. But well worth having a look. It's like going back to the actual referendum as we went into that a couple of years ago. It was pretty prevalent. Now, let's just have a look at the overall analysis. We are starting to get a bit of action here. Dollar CAD and dollar Swiss, to me, are the best sort of technical pairs at the moment. They do have, a couple of trend lines working in their favour. So both moving to the top side. And this is what I mean. With that, sometimes you got to sort of recognise, okay, these pairs are going up. Now, dollar Swiss and euro have a very close connection. So to me, euro is ready to play catch up, and that if it breaks down through 110, the figure, we're going to see a bit of an hourly and daily resistance or support break, I should say, and we could see that sort of really come into play on the downside. To me, that's the one that is really coming up. And as I said, you just need to focus on momentum for euro. And that's going to come from the economic numbers. We do have Monday, the German IFO business climate numbers. Tell you what, if that falls off the radar, then or off the map, I should say, then we're going to see pressure on the downside in euro. And as I said, once we get down through 110.10 or 110 the figure, it's probably ready to run. But in saying that, have a good look through what's the focus this week. Now, if you just scroll down through the data, once you get into Wednesday, come Thursday, Friday, you can see there's a lot of or quite a bit of euro data as well as US numbers. So the key part will be, US durable goods and obviously the PCE price index, another inflation number that the Fed looks at very closely. The other thing is it's going to be a short week, right? We've got Thanksgiving in the US. That's going to really slow things down. So just think by Wednesday, Thursday, it's going to be a bit of a no day in the US. Really opens up Euro Friday because we do have a bunch of European numbers. So keep an eye on that as we go through there as well. But you know what? Let the market determine where you look. And that's why, to me, at the moment, I don't feel super confident with dollar CAD, but you know what? Dollar Swiss moving to the top side, chance to get either long. If you don't like the look of that, well, then euro to me is the go-to pair. And that's what I've sort of highlighted here in the analyst forecasts. Euro is ready to go lower. We just need the strong data. If you click on that, you'll come across to a few more details about that opportunity and a bit of a chart there too, so you can actually see exactly what I'm thinking and where it's potentially going to be going. All right, that's it for me, guys. It's one of those weeks. It's the last week of the month. Traditionally, loads of central bank talk, and as we prepare for the next month's key data. So just have a good look through as you prepare for trading this week. Sort of map out where the key data releases are. You got Monday, Tuesday, and then you come down a little bit further. You get into Wednesday's trading. So by Wednesday, we'll have clarity around what's going on with the dollar. But unfortunately, come Thursday, it's going to stall with that US holiday. And don't forget, when you are looking at the pairs, just bear in mind, obviously, I know you're sick to death of hearing it, but there's still a lot going on here with Trump, his impeachment. Obviously, Sterling's got some interesting things happening there with Brexit and the US-China situation as well. These are the three key geopolitical events which are really diffusing momentum. So if we either get these things to go quiet or get a resolution, hallelujah, we've got normal markets again. Now, the Trump impeachment thing is going to last a little bit longer. I think as long as the impeachment lasts, Trump will drag out this US-China trade deal. But we are getting, we're only like 2 or 3 weeks away from a UK election. It'd be good to get some sort of resolution there as well. Anyway, in the meantime, get your charts up to scratch, get yourself prepared, and get ready to trade. All right, guys, have a good one. Cheerio.